everyone, welcome back to the video. So in this video I'm going to talk about acoustic neuroma, which is also known as vestibular schwannoma. It's basically a retrocochlear pathology which is beyond cochlea, and in this video I'm going to throw some light on the histopathological findings and audiological findings associated with it. So if that is something that interests you, then keep watching the video. Let's just begin. Begin with the definition first. Acoustic neuroma, also called a vestibular schwannoma, is a benign primary intracranial tumor of the myelin forming cells of the vestibulocochlear nerve. Coming to histopathological findings, it is a benign, encapsulated, extremely slow growing tumor of the eighth nerve. Tumor arises from proliferation of myelin producing Schwann cells encasing the vestibular portion of the eighth nerve. Main symptoms are tinnitus, hearing loss, and vertigo. Now let's just find out about the audiological findings associated with acoustic neuroma. Audiogram interpretation will be sensory neural hearing loss. Since auditory and vestibular portion are close, thus high frequency hearing loss will be obtained, and it is because of the compression of the outer boundary of the auditory portion of the eighth cranial nerve. Coming to speech discrimination score, it will be really poor in cases with acoustic neuroma. Rollover effect will be seen. As recruitment is a phenomena of cochlear pathology, thus in case with acoustic neuroma, recruitment will be absent as it is a retrocochlear pathology. At high level, patients are able to detect small increment in normal ear but not in the affected ear. Thus, CC score will be negative in cases with acoustic neuroma, that is 0 to 20% only. Coming to stapedial reflex, reflexes will be above 70 dB and decay will be present. Tone decay will be observed above 25 dB. A diverging AB-LB laddergram will be obtained in cases with acoustic neuroma. It is a very useful test in the diagnosis of retrocochlear lesion. In the presence of eighth nerve tumor, BERA characteristically shows prolongation of fifth wave along with following findings. First, interaural comparison of latencies will be less than 0.4 milliseconds. Second, interpeak delay, that there will be prolonged interpeak latencies. Amplitude of fifth wave in cases with large tumor, it will be absent, and in case of small tumor, it will be decreased amplitude of the fifth wave. Now coming to vestibular test, in this caloric test will be done and it will show diminished or absent response in 96% of patients. When tumor is very small, caloric test may be normal. Now let's have a look at all the audiological findings in a summarized way. There's one point I would like to mention over here, and it is that whenever we get such cases in our clinic with such pathologies, it's really important for us to have a correlation between all the audiological findings, and only then we should diagnose the case. Just by doing one or two tests, we cannot come to the conclusion and diagnose the cases. So with this we come to the end of the video. I hope the content was helpful for you, and if it was, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. You can also follow me on my Instagram account. I shall see you all in my next video. Until then, please be safe and take care. Bye.